Okay. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
That's not... Oh, son of a... God.
Perfect. Great.
The thing about this game is that it's not meant for children or small cats. It's not. It's just not.
What about puppies?
Fuck puppies. Have them play Cuphead. See what happens to them then.
I bet a puppy could beat it.
These
easily.
games are too hardcore, Brett. They're too hardcore.
Well, maybe you just gotta get good.
Oh.
Just get good.
I think we lost him.
No, see. Oh. You okay now?
Okay.
You alright?
I just need to take a breath.
Okay. Good. Just sip a beer. Yes, good. Therapeutic.
Hello! Welcome to another edition of the Brico Power Hour with your favorite hosts with the most.
Starring me.
Starring...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I throw off your steez?
You did. You did. You threw it off. My steez is off like crazy.
Oh, you rustled his jimmies.
My jimmies are rustled. You dropped all those sprinkles all over the place.
All over.
Everywhere. Just raining jimmies down on your face.
All those jimmies. Rustled.
Just jimmying around. You spinning fidget.
I got my anxieties like up through the roof now. God damn it. So
doing that, I'll get my fidget cube out. It's fine.
Oh fuck! I have one of those too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's at.
I have none of these toys. I have.
Brett, how are you gonna fidget, bro? If you don't have.
Yeah, man. How are you gonna fidget? We don't.
I just have this like little thing that I just like bend back and forth. That's about it.
Paperclip?
Yes.
What is that?
Brett, did you pay like $20 for it? Because if not, like it's not gonna be good.
No, I didn't pay $20.
It's the hand of the king.
Yeah, it's
Where did you get that?
I don't know. I got it from a long time ago.
Did you buy it?
It came with like a box set for Game of Thrones for like the
box set
for the books. It was like a collection.
Okay. I don't know.
So it's like, here's a pin.
Like season 1 on Blu-ray or whatever.
No. So that's what I fidget with. I just bend it back and forth.
You know what I like to fidget with? I like
Your
to
dick?
fidget with loot crates. See, you put them back together, and this is what they look like. Anyway. Sorry, that was just shameless self-promotion. Anyway, Rico, continue hosting.
Yeah, so anyway, welcome to the Brett and Rico Power Hour, starring your two favorite hosts with the most, Brett and Rico. I'm Brett, and that's Rico.
Hi!
Well, you're a fucking liar. Brett, you're gonna go along with this shit?
Yes,
I'm not Brett.
What are you talking about?
He's Brett. What are you talking about?
Okay, I must have some sort of a growth
Your life is a lie.
in my brain, because that is not what I've known.
That's how it's always been. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
Sir, I don't like it.
There's some scary shit going on behind Rico right now. What?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a giant man's head.
Contra!
Oh, Contra,
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa, hey, buddy.
Contra 3.
Whoa.
what?
All right.
I got the SNES Classic on loop back there.
The SNES Classic on loop. When you say on loop, do you just have like a paperweight just holding your skip boss button so that you can just like play a bunch of games without actually playing them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what exactly.
Okay.
What I mean. Getting to that, we're gonna be talking about Cuphead today because that's what we're playing, except for Brett because he hasn't bought it yet, but he's gonna play it this weekend, so that's why we're talking about it. Sorry, Brett, you suck, and you're gonna suck at Cuphead too. We all suck at it.
No, I'm gonna be pro fest.
Actually, if you want to pick up some tips, go to twitch.tv and check out one of my favorite streamers I just found. You could find him called the Mexican Speedrunner. That's his actual name. He's great. I think his name is Manuel, actually.
Manuel.
I don't even have a joke lined up for that. Like
no.
the Speedy Gonzalez was the joke, so.
I know. So what I did was I took your comedy bomb and I disarmed it.
Cut that red wire.
God damn it. So
technically the green, white, and red wire, but that's fine.
No, well.
So Wes, you were just playing Cuphead like 2 minutes ago, right?
Yeah, I was. I don't want to talk about it.
Did you get past the dragon?
First off, I wasn't fighting the dragon, and
I know.
secondly, no, I have not gotten past the dragon yet. Thank you very much.
I've been watching this fucker for 2 days, stream in the morning. They can't get past this fucking dragon.
Technically, if you would have seen my stream yesterday from the very beginning, wait, you did, didn't you? Yeah, I got past a run and gun. Wait, was that? I can't remember. All right, all the streaming is blending together.
The run and gun part. I did get busy at work at some point and have to like stop watching you.
I beat at least one stage in the 2 days I've been streaming Cuphead. So
one stage?
That's all I'm saying. At least one. At least one, Fred.
Oh, wow.
I want you to understand the whole scope. The
Shit.
whole 360 no scope of this situation. Point is, fuck that dragon. That's the point. That's the point.
Dude,
no, it's a great game. I love it.
I've been talking.
It is infuriatingly difficult.
I've been talking to people at work about it, and the person plays it a lot, and he's just like, it's basically just each level is a puzzle, and you just got to figure out the pattern.
Well,
and
yeah.
what's the best loadout to bring with you?
Yeah, and like a lot of times too, well, to a degree, it does change the patterns on you, like at random, so it's not always a consistent pattern, from what I've noticed.
Well, but I think the more important thing about the game is that, like, it's very. You guys remember Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on the NES?
Yeah,
I do. In fact, I have the Disney Afternoon Collection on my Xbox.
This game is easier than that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier than a couple other games I've played too. You know,
It's easier than Metroid.
Which Metroid?
Well, I guess not Metroid Prime, or Metroid Fusion.
I know you probably just mean Metroid, like straight up fucking Metroid.
Straight up
Yeah,
Metroid.
Metroid and Super Metroid. It's easier than Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's easier than... it's not easier than Gone Home, I'll give you that. But that's because Gone Home isn't a real game.
Have you actually been playing Gone Home?
That's debatable.
No, I haven't played Gone Home.
No.
You don't really play so much as walk around.
I haven't had 3.5 hours to not play a game.
We did.
I'm just saying. Like, when I have that time, I will allot it to Gone Home. You know, when I want to stream myself eating an entire box of Cheez-Its, yes, I will play Gone Home. But
I would watch that for 3 hours. You just eating a box of Cheez-Its?
I will hold you to that. And
just
then
staring.
Next week, morning, I'm going to eat an entire fucking box of Cheez-Its. And if you're not there for every second of that stream...
Just staring into the camera.
I will...
Yeah, I'm gonna play like this. And you owe me $5 if you're not there.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I will watch you play Gone Home and eat a box of backs. I watch you eat
a box of cheese.
It's a lot of damage. You gotta do it if you're not. And every 5 minutes on the 5-minute mark, you have to comment something that's relevant to what was happening in the last 5 minutes.
I'll do you one better. I'll tell you what. I will stream an entire session of Gone Home with you simultaneously.
Oh, you're gonna be there for it?
Yeah. No. Not like with you. I will stream it too. We'll both play the. You were really upset about the fact that I'd be there.
I mean, listen, I don't want to have to smell you through the internet.
Look, man. A year ago, I invited you to stay at my house. Exactly a year ago, you were at my house at this time, getting ready for my wedding. So
it's true.
So I almost want to rescind that invitation now. A year.
You can try. I mean, go ahead and rescind it. I'm not going to unaccept because, well, I was already there.
Tell you what, though, I just finished smoking the last of those cigars.
How? It's been a year.
Yeah, I know. I've been savoring them.
Savoring.
How were they not stale?
Well, the other one, like the ones that were the Maker's Mark ones, those were actually okay. The other ones were awful.
Yes, the Maker's Mark was wax sealed in a glass tube, so that makes sense.
Yeah, the other ones not so good. Not so good.
No, they were just in those little
the little plastic packets.
Saran wrap bullshit.
Yeah, they were not that good. They were not that good.
I feel like I should be streaming Cuphead on Twitch while we're podcasting.
I mean, you could. I mean,
if you wanted to.
No, but you were saying something, and now we've gotten distracted because it took you a year to smoke 3 cigars.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Which is a long ass fucking time, but sure.
Yeah, it is a long ass time. I mean, there were a lot of them, so
Time after time. Sorry, what?
I was saying that I would simultaneously stream a session of Gone Home with you. While
yeah.
We could co-stream it.
It's a spooky game, right? It's Halloween month.
Spoofy.
Sure, it's spoopy.
It's spooky if you're into, being scared by someone coming home and their parents are gone. Oh no! Oh, scary! Oh no, my parents aren't here.
It's spooky.
I guess they're out shopping or whatever.
Oh shit! And it's raining.
It is raining.
Was the rain? This may be because I'm younger than this era, but was rain just like scarier in the 1980s?
I think so. I do remember it being a little more frightening when I was a child.
Okay. I think it's because a lot of movies like to incorporate that with fear, like just associate it with like scary. It's raining and there's lightning.
The typical horror story. It was a dark and stormy night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And something always scary happened when like there was lightning in a movie.
Yeah, like somebody's like behind you, like
and it's
convenient lightning.
And it's like, oh shit, there he is.
Gotta love that convenient lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
The convenient.
I love me some convenient lightning.
Convenient.
I love it.
Lightning ex machina.
I mean, it's not. Yes, light ex machina. Oh, I love it. Oh man, I don't think this is actually gonna work. I was just opening OBS. My webcam is getting. Skype is taking precedence of my webcam, so I can't actually.
That makes sense.
But anyway, you were saying.
Do you so do you think Cuphead's too hard?
No, honestly, I don't. I don't think it's too hard. I think it's as hard as it was designed to be. And I don't really know what to say other than that. I mean, like if I were to say the game is too hard, then that would be directly contradicting all of the speedrunners who have beaten the game, killing all bosses in regular mode under 30 minutes.
Right.
So, too hard, for me to say too hard, that's purely subjective. That would be saying it's too hard for me. But at the same time, in the 2 days that I've been playing it, I'm already 50% done with the game. At least on regular mode. I haven't even unlocked expert yet, which apparently is a thing that exists.
Yeah, it is a thing.
But I mean,
there's also a couple of variety modes too. If you really want to play it on hard, apparently, if you play as a pacifist in all the run and gun stages, as in you don't kill a single enemy throughout the run and gun stages, it'll unlock a black and white mode.
Really? I'm gonna go try this. Keep talking.
So, yeah, if you play through every single run and gun stage without killing an enemy, then you get a special mode unlocks that puts the game in black and white. So it won't showcase you any of the pink parry attacks or anything like that.
Oh, you just gotta take a guess.
You just gotta take a guess.
Oh.
Oh, F that in the B.
So it'll really look like a 1930s cartoon without Technicolor. And in fact,
I
there
like
actually is, and there is another mode, and I forget how to. Oh, I know how to unlock it. You have to have like 17 A ranks or A ratings on like boss levels, and it'll unlock a Technicolor like mode.
Technicolor mode. What is the difference between Technicolor and the color that it's in right now?
Um, I think I think the way Technicolor was done was basically they would like have like a couple different like they would like shoot in like different color like film, I guess, and like splice it all together, like glue it on top of one another.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that makes sense.
so it's like a
There's
a
blue
more
film,
limited
yellow
color
film,
palette.
red film. Okay.
Because I was like, oh, doesn't it already look like Technicolor? And then I actually saw the mode, and I'm like, no, that's definitely. It's also referred to as like two line.
The sad part is I should know that. That's something I should know. But I just learned it, so technically I do know it.
Yeah, now you know it.
Okay,
and all of you learned it.
This is really hard. Okay, all right. I'm doing the first run and gun stage to see if I can unlock that black and white mode.
There are actually like YouTubers who have done it, so there are tips and techniques on how to get through each stage.
Well, if I'm taking what I watched from the Mexican speedrunner, I learned a lot of the pattern for this first RG, and I'm still fucking it up.
There's also like when to take the hit and when not to.
Yes, blink. What do they call that?
Yeah, like there's the invincibility thing where you can like blink past something real quick. Yeah, there's also like knowing how to. Oh, there's actually an There's the trick actually is having the invincibility, which you might have. I don't remember. Do you have that on?
Oh shit! I got the smoke dash, but I just realized how do I get past the
Okay, yeah. How do you get past that machine?
Yeah, I just fucked it up because I killed him. That's the only thing I killed though. I'm pretty happy with that. I got through the entire stage and only killed the mini boss. Anyway, this game's hard as fuck, Rico.
I mean, it is hard as fuck, but it's not like unbeatable hard.
Yeah, that was 51 seconds it took me.
I mean, there is the simple mode in there. You just don't get the contracts and you can't advance.
That's what happens with simple mode? You actually can't...
Yeah, because the first stage I did, the vegetable one, I did play it on simple because I was like, fuck it, let's try it. And I beat it like no problem, but it doesn't give you the contract.
So it's just a practice run.
Basically, yeah.
Like this is a preview of what you can experience. Anyway, you were saying about how to get past this guy.
It's not exactly simpler. It still does everything. It still does everything the same way. But like there's like 3 stages to that boss fight. You only have to do 2.
Oh.
But they're still just as hard. Just not as much.
So it's just a shorter fight, not an easier fight.
Yeah. So if you're having trouble getting through the dragon one, you might honestly want to play it on the simple one just so you can like kind of like progress further and like.
Well, but I've seen his last stage. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
If you were really watching my stream, you would have known that.
I had to like.
Fuck you.
Oh, actually, I think that's when I had to poop. And that's when I did that, and then when I came back, you were playing Overwatch.
If only Cuphead was on the Switch. Then you can poop and play Cuphead.
Wait, so how do I get past the fucking acorn machine if I can't kill it?
You have to have an invincibility second ability.
Oh!
It's like your power up or whatever. There's like an invincibility, and you basically like use it at that point and get past it, and then at the end of the stage, you basically just have to like take a hit trying to get to the end.
That's fine. Fine with that.
So, but like taking the hit doesn't count against you. Only damaging other like the enemy. So
I can parry though to get the coins because you have to.
Yes, you can parry attacks and everything. Like that's fine. You just can't like kill an enemy.
I'm fine with that.
And you'll know that you succeeded because it'll give you like a P rating. For pacifist.
For penis.
P for penis. So yeah, I don't know. I think it might be too hard for some people, but also like maybe don't play the game then. You know what I mean?
Yes and no. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because when you say just don't play it, there's the idea that a lot of these people that are saying, "Oh, well, if I can't play the game, then I can't, you know, I can't enjoy everything about the game that people are saying that's great." So, what about the people that just aren't good at video games who want to enjoy what there is to enjoy about the game?
I mean, I guess that's fair. Like, there are certain games that are just too hard for me. Like, I really want to play through Hyper Light Drifter, and even on easy mode, it's still fucking hard as balls.
Dude, I played on normal, and I beat 3 of the levels. I'm on the last level.
Okay.
I'm on the last stage. So, but yeah, it's tough as hell. But still fun. I feel like it's tough enough to still be fun. Like it's not...
well, my problem now is that like the only time I really like allotted time to play these games is like later at night. And I know that like I'm making really simple mistakes and that I could get good at these games. It's just that I don't want to get good at them because that would require me to basically wake myself the fuck up and like get into like heavy gaming mode, like really late at night before I go to bed. And like I don't want to do that because then I'm going to be up all night.
Right. I mean, there's also the fact of like, is a game hard because it's meant to be hard, or is it because of the mechanics of the game?
Yeah, well, I don't feel that like Cuphead is an unfair hard. Every time I die, it's my fault.
Right.
The game didn't fuck up and like do something cheap at me. I mean, it does occasionally, but it's like stuff that I should have like really prepped for and like known.
Right.
Like, see, half the time when I die in Cuphead, it's because I jumped into an enemy that I saw going in that direction, but my dumb brain just didn't avoid it. So,
or like,
that's not unfair in any way, shape, or form.
Right, or like I sit in the corner and I'm like, it didn't jump in the corner last time. That means it probably won't this. No, it did this time.
Yeah. Right. So there's games like old ass games like Zelda's Adventure on CDI, which is a giant pile of shit game. And I've seen playthroughs with
masterpiece.
Yeah, I've seen playthroughs from like Game Grumps, and it's like incredibly broken. Like there's like a mini boss you have to hit like 50 times. It takes like a full 2 minutes with your sword to kill the thing, just to keep swinging.
It was like exactly 52 hits.
Yeah.
But because Zelda like hit so fucking slow, it took like full on like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So I think people should take that into consideration, but from the sounds of it, it seems like Cuphead has, great controls and everything. It doesn't seem like it's hard because there's something wrong with the game.
No, there's nothing wrong with Cuphead. I think the hitbox detection is good. The controls are fluid and smooth. It actually offers you the ability to like remap the controls. So if the original like default is like not good enough for you, you can put it to a way that's like akin to your liking, which I did. So
right.
The game is pretty much fully customizable to your play style. So like you should be able to like play through it.
There's like I feel like there's other games too where like it's meant to be hard, but like it's basically because it punishes you for making obviously stupid ass mistakes. I feel like Cuphead does that too, from the sounds of it. But I played games like that, like Hearts of Iron. That's like a strategy game. It's like a World War II strategy game. And if you make one fucking wrong move, you're pretty much fucked. The opposing side can take out a shitload of your army. So it's like it punishes you for making a dumbass mistake.
Yeah.
Or like,
well, I guess my question though is from okay, because I know we've been seeing there's been some talk, not to jump further, but there's been some talk is that games like that punish you very, very hard for making dumb mistakes, as you call them, like is that too much? As in, like, should you be able to play a version of the game that avoids that because you're not that good, and unfortunately you're just never going to be that good. But
I could see advocacy on both sides for that.
well, my question though is, like, I've never heard that sentiment before the more recent years.
Yeah, it is a very recent sentiment.
And I know I was talking to you about this. I was mentioning this on stream earlier today to you, Rico, but I went on Twitter yesterday to try and see exactly on Twitter who was talking about that kind of conversation. Like, why is that conversation being had? Who's having it? And the only people that I could find complaining about games being too hard were game journalists.
Yeah,
which was a red flag to me.
I mean, I have seen other people complain. Like, if I look in the comment section of Kotaku, I did see people complaining that Cuphead was well, not really complaining, just stating that Cuphead was too hard and, maybe it's not the game they want to play.
Yeah, but they've come to the conclusion then, though, that maybe this is not the game I want to play. Because what I'm seeing is game journalists not saying this is not the game for me or for you if you don't like hard games, but saying we should have the option as players to just skip this boss because it's too hard.
No, I never agree with that. I've seen, Nintendo has done that countless times where, I can fast forward through this, with, it was one of their recent Donkey Kong games, Mario.
Yeah, Super Mario World, I believe that's on the Wii U. Is that World? Yeah. With Super Mario World on the Wii U, you could, if you, died a certain amount of times, it would give you, an invincibility suit that would, allow you to not take damage. To get.
That's right. I do remember seeing Danny get that suit on Game Grumps.
Yeah,
I mean, you have the option to not take it.
Yeah.
It doesn't force it on you.
Yeah.
I think
the bigger question is, should it even be available to you to begin with?
Yeah. Other games have done that, Devil May Cry does that. If you die a certain amount of times, it's do you want, unlimited, rapid fire pistols and shit like that, and extra life? You can choose to take it, but I don't know. I don't fully agree with that. I don't fully agree. I think you should. It's supposed to be challenging. That's the part of the fun.
Well, yeah. Plus, it takes the idea that it's not the game's fault, or it's not your fault that you're not doing well. It's the game's fault that you're not doing well, which kind of mimics. You guys remember when you would play Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter with one of your friends back in the day, and then what was always the excuse when they lost? Oh,
it's the controller.
It was the controller. It wasn't me. I'm really good. It was the controller. That's what I'm seeing from game journalists about Cuphead and games being hard in general, is they're basically blaming the controller.
And I wonder too, does the amount of punishment come into a factor as well? What I mentioned with Hearts of Iron, I didn't totally lose the game. It just set me back horribly because I lost a lot of units. So does Cuphead send you back to the start, or is there checkpoints, or?
Well, in Cuphead, you don't necessarily lose anything. If you die, you just die, and you have to do it over.
There's nothing to really lose.
You're just going to a stage, and you either beat that stage and you go to the next one, or you don't.
So
there's
are there
5 bosses or whatever in a stage, and then you get to move on to the next one. And there's only 3 areas in the world.
Okay. So, but I know you have HP, but do you have lives as well, or?
No, You just, well, I mean, you have like 1 life per stage in that sense, but like you have 3 hits to do, or to beat the boss or to run and gun.
Yeah, I mean, you have as many lives as you want. It's just that you don't get like an immediate restart. Like you have 3 HP or 4 and up to 5 depending on what mod you have selected.
Yeah.
And basically that's your only way of like getting through it. And you don't get like a free hit point. Like if you're on 1, like that's your last hit. You don't get like a 0.
So it's not like not like Super Ghouls and Ghosts that was playing right behind you, Rico, which is probably one of the most fucking toughest games around.
Which is another good point to bring up, because I was thinking this earlier. Super Ghouls and Ghosts is one of the hardest games that's ever been made. And no one has ever complained about that game in the sense where they're like, this game, should it really have been this hard, or should there have been an easy mode so that you could skip all this shit?
Well, and I wonder if it's like a symptom of our generation growing up on hard-ass games, and now we're older and we have too much shit going on in our lives, and we're like, look, I don't have enough time to invest in this hard-ass fucking game, but I want to still play the game. So maybe it should have an easy mode.
If I can throw a conspiracy theory your way.
I mean, you can.
It's the communists, isn't it? No.
Is it Russia?
It's Russia trying to make us weak.
God damn it! Is it Hillary's emails?
That maybe.
It's a combination of both.
But I'll just say this much. So the idea. Oh God, how exactly do I put this? There's a thing that's happening. It seems to be this recent phenomenon that's happening in any sort of press coverage that you could think of. It's called, you may not have heard of it, but it's called clickbait.
Clickbait.
And so what it is
Dude, tell us, what is clickbait?
Please.
Basically, you write this article where you don't actually believe what you're saying. And you know what you're saying is usually utter horse shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you say it anyway because you know that regardless of if it's positive reactions or negative reactions, you get paid for those reactions regardless.
Oh.
So what I'm proposing with my tinfoil hat, this is lined with tinfoil on the inside. You just can't see it.
I assumed.
That's why I wore it for this episode. Mm-hmm. Is that no one's actually pissed about Cuphead being hard. It's just that they're trying to make money.
Oh, well, I mean,
that would make a lot of sense, actually.
I can see that because, like, Kotaku put out their like basic review of Cuphead and like what they thought, and like they liked it, and they were like I don't think the hard or the difficulty is too hard or this or that, blah blah blah. And then like there are other people on Kotaku who also wrote articles, but they were not reviews, saying stuff like they thought Cuphead's difficulty was too hard and that they didn't find it enjoyable.
To attract the people like us who'd be like, it's not that hard, you guys suck. Ah.
Well, I mean, I will say this: it was actually a well-written article, and I was like, that's fair. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with writing that kind of article where it's like, Cuphead's fucking hard, I can't beat it, and I don't find it enjoyable. That's fine. You're entitled to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you are.
I mean, she didn't like discourage anybody from buying the game or playing it or anything. She just went through her, qualms with it. Which I think that's fair, and I think that's sort of like if that's not a conspiracy and she actually believes that it's difficult and she doesn't find it enjoyable, I think reading both types of articles are actually helpful.
Yeah, I mean, part of the problem is that a lot of people are dumbasses and take that shit to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I think that's a bigger
like,
problem.
oh my god! Like, they can't form their own goddamn opinions, so they take other people's opinions and, like, form it to their own for whatever fucking reason. Instead of just looking at the article, reading it, and be like, okay, that's an opinion. I'll take that into account, but let me go check out this game for myself to form my own view, and maybe try and see if I can see what they're seeing, or maybe come up with, my own opinion.
Yeah. That's a pretty good
Well, which is why I appreciate those types of articles.
analysis. That's what it is. It's pretty good analysis.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're rational human beings. I could read an article about how somebody doesn't like a thing I like and be like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, there's like games that I love, and I'll watch a video or something and like, why this game sucks, or something, like someone makes fun of it.
Is that like just a symptom of, like, I guess our newfound internet culture and like trigger rage? Because it seems to be a thing for almost anything too. Like, have you seen like how fucking toxic Rick and Morty's fan base is?
Oh, very.
First off, Rick and Morty's fan base is not toxic. Rick and Morty's fan base is insufferably stupid.
They are.
Because toxic would mean that they actually have some effect on the world around them. All they do is make the world around them look at them and go, if I insult or hurt you, is that going to mean like it's a hate crime because you're stupid? Like you're that retarded? That's Rick and Morty's fan base. But I blame yet another problem there on Tumblr, so you can fuck off with that.
I find it...
They ruined Steven Universe.
Universe?
Steven Universe. Would you like to come into my universe? My name is Steven. Hello.
This is fucking wine.
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe, now a Jewish comedy.
Hey, Meshuggah.
It's not gems. That. It's not gems. It's like dreidels and yarmulkes.
Oh God! I'd still watch that.
I'd still watch it too.
As you should. This is I'm
shit!
For the past several minutes, I've been doing something really strange.
I mean, that's.
It sounds awkward, but I'm just gonna send.
I mean, it's relative. Like I've known you for long enough now. Where when you tell me I've been doing something strange, that's just like norm for you.
This is going on the. Hold on.
There's absolutely no Photoshop skill in that.
This is gonna F with the video, but it's fine. Everyone can see it now. Whoop. What the fuck is this?
I thought you two would appreciate that.
Oh, it's not loading here.
Perfect. Now we don't even need to do a cover photo.
There you go. There's your thumbnail. Have fun with that.
It's about the same. It matches my Photoshop skill.
I just put that together. No, there's no accounting for actual care.
That's how mine always go. It's just tear people's face out and then just slap it on something.
It's just like, hey, get that lasso tool, and then let's
yeah, exactly.
It's about the same as the other one that I did for you guys about the childhood trauma. So yeah.
No, that one was actually pretty good.
That was pretty good, yeah.
Well, that was because I used the magnetic lasso tool, and I made sure to get in front of a wall that was gonna make my face pop out. I'll teach you about Photoshop one of these days, Rico. It'll be fun.
Okay. I did take Photoshop in high school. I just I ended up like not doing a whole lot and watching Doctor Who and shit like that because it was an independent studies class for me.
You ended up playing Cuphead back then?
No. I just Oh, we did watch Battle Royale in high school during that class.
In high school, you watched Battle Royale.
Yeah,
That seems like an oddly foreboding thing to show your students,
Yeah.
especially
No,
for a field trip.
No, my teacher didn't show us. It was an independent study, so like I would sit in the back with my one friend, and we would like do art shit, and then like dick around on the computer, like learning Photoshop, but like teaching ourselves Photoshop while watching Doctor Who. And like the one day he put on Battle Royale, so him and I were just back there watching it, and our teacher walks by and like sees it, and like all these like kids are like getting like chopped up and shit, and he was like, "Cool," and like, wow, like,
cool,
no big deal.
I would say you got to search that teacher's desk for a manifesto. That's that's what you got to do in that situation.
He was
just saying.
He was our,
cool
like,
is not the
like,
response that you want to hear.
Cool.
He was our typical spaced out like art teacher.
Mm.
See, the only interesting thing that happened with any of my art teachers is that one of my art teachers had an affair with a student.
Oh, okay.
Now, granted, he wasn't going to school at the time, so he was at a different school, but it was, still weird.
Okay, all my art teacher did was like make his own paper.
He made his own paper.
Made his own paper.
Out of what? The students?
Student paper.
Out of like grass and like shit. So like grass and like.
He made his paper out of grass.
The guy
I'm not shitting you. And I could just. He's like definitely the kind of guy who would have like.
Oh yeah, you look like the guy that makes paper out of grass.
Picking, yeah,
Is your teacher the prehistoric?
What kind of grass he was making it out of too?
Is your teacher the prehistoric man on YouTube?
Is he the what?
Ever heard of? He's called the prehistoric man.
Nah, I'm way too young for that.
It's weird ass video. It's like videos of this guy. He just makes like random tools and shit.
Brett.
What?
Reach up for a second. Okay, the joke went way higher than that.
Okay. I didn't even catch it at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I just like, all right. Fuck. Fuck. Okay.
I realize we have barely talked about the topic that was.
No, we talked about like maybe 15 minutes out of 42 minutes.
Have you seen Polygon trying to play Doom?
Oh my.
Oh God.
God, is there? Can you share screen? Pull up the video.
Brett, can you do that?
Let me see.
Because, dude, if you haven't seen this, Brett, oh my God, it's this is again another reason why I say fuck Polygon.
It'll play into a further point, and whether or not game journalists should be good at the games that they're playing if they're the ones showcasing it and reviewing it.
If you just look Polygon Doom it's Polygon Doom fail.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's a thing.
Fail is putting it lightly. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that's a hey Johnny, do you ever play first person shooters? No, man.
Yeah. No, I ain't good at those first-person shooters there, Mr. Ruckus. I like those puzzle games.
Perfect. So we're gonna have you stream Doom, and we're gonna put you live on the internet. No, I don't think I'm good at that.
Doom? I'd rather play Tetris.
Too bad. I'm playing Doom. Little Doom. It's gonna be a Doom.
Okay, Mr. Ruckus.
Play it on
Probably
your
hearing a lot of dooms.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh shit. Something happened.
What happened? What happened, Mr. Ruckus?
Oh, hold on.
Oh God, dangle dang.
Dangle-dangs.
I'm still trying to get this fucking black and white mode unlocked. Ah, son of a monochrome.
Firefox crashed, so you know.
Okay, two questions.
I'm using Firefox.
Yes, that's question one. Second question, why are you using Firefox?
Because Chrome eats a shitload of memory.
Yeah, but that's because it's good.
No, it doesn't. No.
No, it doesn't, you say.
No. That doesn't mean it's good.
Well, it is good, though.
It's okay.
It's a good browser.
Therefore, eating lots of data is good.
You know what you should do? You should use Microsoft Edge. I hear that is
the best.
Fantastic.
And then tremendous. Every single developer in the world will slap the shit out of you because
it's tremendous.
It's so great that every developer will slap the shit out of you.
I mean, I do it.
What, slap the shit out of people or use it?
A little bit of both.
Fair enough.
A little bit of slappy. Sure.
Yeah, I wish you could see this video clip. It's very, oh my god. I'll give you a teaser, Brett. It's you know how sometimes people have a hard time doing two things at once?
Mm-hmm.
Just now, in your mind, just think of what two things that you would need to be able to do at the very least while playing a first-person shooter.
Aim and move at the same time.
Yep. Nailed it.
I've seen this video.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yes, I have. I've seen it.
Okay, good. Because it's just goddamn embarrassing. Like, now, I'm not saying that every person who reviews games needs to be good at every single game they review. But if you're showcasing a first look at a video game, you shouldn't suck.
Have you seen the Cuphead tutorial fail?
Oh, the one where the person couldn't understand that the arrows that go this way and then hit that button because it had an arrow, then the button followed by another arrow. Oh God, yes.
Here you go, everyone.
Wow, what a.
I got it.
Sorry, you can clip this later, can you?
Sure. Do you hear that music?
Dude, this is what it looked like when my girlfriend's nephew was trying to play Overwatch and he's 5.
Why?
This is what it looked like.
Why is he? He's like just strafing. Like, you can aim up and down, for God's sakes.
No, Brett, that's where you're wrong. You can aim up and down. Whoever's doing this
can if you recorded that and like that was the footage you had for the game, you would be like, yeah, you know what? I don't think we can show this off to people. This is actually really bad.
GG.
Part of me thinks that they did that on purpose. And this goes back to the tinfoil hat thing, but I feel like Polygon is demolishing their reputation.
Hold on, there's some comparison.
I mean, okay, to be fair, I still would have put that clip out, but like, as like a, hey, watch this idiot like suck at Doom.
Yeah, like, hey, we got the person on our staff who doesn't like FPSs to play an FPS. This is what happened. You want to make a clickbait video? There's your clickbait video.
Yeah, put that as the title.
It fills all of the clickbait requirements, and it's still accurate about what it's saying. It's not ruining, like, oh God. It's here's your first look at a game, except we're not going to show you all of what the game has to offer because the person playing it doesn't know how to do any of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know anything about Doom and you saw that fucking clip, would you want to play Doom?
No, because that clip shows me like, oh, this looks terrible. Because I'm thinking in my mind, there's a reason that whoever's playing it is playing that badly.
Yeah,
and it has to be the game, not the person playing it.
Yeah, like because you wouldn't think, hey, they're going to showcase this game, so let's get the person who doesn't know what they're doing to do it.
I mean, I've seen YouTubers, like, they played games for so fucking long, but it's like, they always have the same issues over and over and over and over and over. So it's like, yeah. I can fault Polygon for that because they picked someone that doesn't play FPSs, but like, there are YouTubers like who seem to make the same goddamn mistakes. And it's like, you've done this shit before, you know how to do it, and then all of a sudden you forget how to do it. But I give them leeway on that because
the difference is
they play like they jump from game to game constantly.
Well, but the difference there for me is that if I'm watching a YouTuber play a game and he's doing it over and over and over and he keeps making the same mistake and he knows what mistake he's making, he just keeps doing it. The difference there is he's not trying to preview a brand new game, and he also doesn't call himself game news and game journalism.
True, yeah.
Like he has no actual there's no sort of like unwritten or written agreement that particular YouTuber has with the public to actually do something useful. He's just a jackass making content in his underwear.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the difference there. It's like the Polygon person is being paid to be terrible at video games.
Have that be a series, Polygon. Put a terrible person playing video games.
If they were honest about it, I'd be fine.
Yeah,
but
if they're honest,
fuck
yeah.
Polygon. You can title this podcast "Fuck Polygon." That's what you can do.
Oh.
Never say die, bitch. Sorry, I just had to rep it.
Random Goonies.
Hey.
The Goonies
never say die, bitch. Never say die, bitch.
But like, what if
I got this out of a loot crate? I still have to make that Goonies counter, by the way. That's it. Will happen. It will happen.
Just, Goonies counter,
you, Rico.
I'll watch it.
Brett, you don't watch my videos, do you?
I haven't watched one in a while.
Okay.
Let's just say I haven't watched the streams. That's.
I'm not talking about the streams.
Okay.
I'm talking about my videos. You don't watch my channel, do you?
No, I watched your old channel.
Yes, that one's dead, so it's understandable why you wouldn't watch it anymore. I'll send you some links when the stream's over, but you'll be fine.
I have watched a couple. I have watched like the unboxings, some of the unboxing ones.
You mean the reboxings?
The reboxings, yes. But I haven't actually watched like the game ones.
Ignore that shit. My streams are garbage.
Strems. Ignore the strems.
I'm this much better than any random Polygon journalist. This much better.
At least you can just aim up and down.
And you got past the tutorial level, so there's that.
Yeah.
That's true. And I can manage a competent. I can heal an entire team in competitive play on Overwatch. So I don't know. Just saying.
Shouldn't that be a requirement though? If you're going to be a game journalist, like, do you
you
play games?
Good at video games?
Do you play video games?
No, absolutely not.
You're hired.
Listen, video game journalism isn't about video games in this day and age. All right, it's about what our bosses tell us to write about what game.
Like regular journalism now.
Yes, that was the whole, the whole evolution. It's just rounding out.
I just feel like, do you have like a general grasp on like different types different genres of video games.
Well, but the thing is, I want to say this last point, and then I don't know if you guys are going to keep going, but I'm going to actually have to kindly exit after I make this last point. I think when it comes to the bigger picture, I'll put it this way. So I don't know if either of you saw the controversy that happened several weeks ago with, or like a month ago or whatever, month and a half ago, with surrounding PUBG and a streamer by the name of Dr. Disrespect.
He used to be a developer. The guy who wears a wig and like sunglasses and shit.
Yeah. The fake mustache. Yeah. Where he was in squad mode and he team killed, and the like lead developer of PUBG happened to be watching the stream, so they banned him for 24 hours because that's against the rules. So, he took the ban, and in his character, he did his whole Dr. Disrespect thing, yada, yada, yada. And on Reddit went nuts, right? The gaming subreddit just off the flood. There was, like, people saying, oh, this is bullshit. There were people saying, oh, no, this is perfectly within their rights. It's against the rules posted on the website. He deserved to get banned. This and that, yada, yada, yada. That debate raged for, like, 2 days, right? But when you take that subreddit of people arguing and you put it into not just the people who play PUBG as a whole, but the rest of the whole people, the rest of the entire population that plays video games, that argument was like 0.05% of all of the people that play video games. So the people that are actually focusing on game journalists being mad about this and that and yada 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 is probably even smaller than that.
Yeah, like I would say so.
We're talking about it, but we're also not butthurt about it. We're just talking about it.
Yeah. Because like
I couldn't care less.
Yeah, because
it doesn't affect us because we're gonna play the game at the end of the day.
Right. Because like today I linked an article. I showed an article to Rico about Nazis getting pissed off about the new Wolfenstein game, and it's probably actually 3 people on Twitter that said something.
Yep.
Like, this is bullshit, and really, and then they explode it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, they're all pissed off about a game. It's like,
it's like, oh look, all of the gamers are mad. It's like, not really.
Not really. It's just.
Most of the gamers don't even, the vast majority of the gamers don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Because what you're talking about. That article doesn't make sense because, like, for years there's been games about killing Nazis.
Yes.
And they're going to complain
games
now?
About killing Nazis, killing Soviets, killing people in the Middle East. Like, this has been a thing forever.
Yes.
It's not new.
No.
And no one is mad about it.
Yeah. You just took 3 tweets and you're like...
3 people are mad.
Whoa!
Oh no!
Everyone's mad!
Mad about Nazis getting killed. Who gives a fuck?
Yes.
I'm gonna buy the game.
So many Nazis are mad about things.
Well, but even then, like, all right. So let's say, the run and gun level that I was just playing on Cuphead. Say a couple environmentalists are mad that plants are getting killed in this game. Oh no! Go fuck you! Fuck you!
Oh, then they say they say
plants.
Everyone. They say every single environmentalist is pissed off about this game. Like, no, it's or 3 people.
Listen, imagine some hippies and some super psychedelic druggies are mad that Goombas are getting killed in Mario. Oh no, I'm killing your mushrooms. Oh no. It's like,
look, you made that comment in the Facebook chat about Cuphead being inherently racist because 1930s cartoons were inherently racist.
Inherently racist. It's like
I'm waiting for an entire journal article on that one guy's view.
I don't think that's going to get much publicity, only because because of what they have stirred up with the difficulty has a wider reach than the game itself being inherently racist.
And plus, I think most people aren't going to be butthurt about that. Like,
well, no, but even if they were, no one's going to care. So no one's going to get mad about them saying that they're going to get more mad about them trying to use Cuphead to make every game easier.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like, nobody bitched on like any of the other harder games.
No,
Dark Souls,
most like recent games too. You know, what
fucking Dark Souls. Jesus Christ!
First off, no. I'm gonna go on a mini 30-second rant about Dark Souls. Dark Souls is not a hard game. Okay, Dark Souls is a shitty port. It's badly designed. It's not hard.
True.
Shit coding. It's not a hard game in the sense that people are like, "Oh, this is the hardest game ever made." No, it was made badly.
Yeah, it's
not a hard game.
It's
the
a
people
more
that made it should be ashamed of themselves.
It's more bullshit.
That's all I have to say.
Like, I get killed in 2 hits with my giant health bar.
Oh, I press the attack button and it takes a half a second before I swing my goddamn axe and the hitbox is broken. Oh no, it's such a hard game. No, it's shit coding.
Do you think everyone's like really butthurt about Cuphead because of the aesthetics, and they really want to play a game that looks like that, and like that's why they're really mad? Because I mean, honestly, I've played way harder games and like nobody's really complained about it because everything looks like pixel art.
Well, see, but
everything looks like pixel art.
They just want to play a beautiful game without the challenge.
There's the problem though. One of the reasons that Cuphead is so popular is because it's beautiful aesthetically. It's very challenging. It's beautiful aesthetically. The sound design is great. The mechanics are solid. Like everything about the game is great. A lot of those indie pixel games that are hard, not everything about it is as universally great as Cuphead is because it was such they had a small target to hit. And they hit that target. With those indie games, there's an undefined target to hit, and you can't really tell if they hit that target or not.
I just find it weird because like Hyper Light Drifter came out a couple years ago, and everyone was praising like how hard it was. Like it got like this unprecedented praise for being so difficult. And now
that was the thing of note about the game, was it not? Not the art style, not the sound design, because it wasn't trying to mimic a relic of the past. It was trying to do something new.
Yes.
Well, and I was also under the assumption that Cuphead was going to be hard as fuck too, on top of looking like a 1930s cartoon.
But that's what I'm saying is that they hit something that a lot of those games that are difficult don't do, which is they were like, this is the exact game we want to make, and we're going to tell people this is the exact game we want to make. With Hyper Light Drifter, there's no reference point. With Cuphead, there's the old cartoons, the old music, the old style, the whole aesthetic, like mood, tone, color, like everything, even with the grain and the noise on the loading screens and even the pause screen.
Right.
Like, there's a very specific thing that they went for, and they hit it. They fucking hit it. And that's why this game is being held up as the milestone that it is, as far as difficulty for the journalists to fucking lambast it.
Because, goddammit, they want to play
opinion, I could be wrong. That's just my opinion.
Goddammit, they want to play the 1930s cartoon game. It's not fair that it's so hard and it's restricting their access to it. And they don't want to get good.
Hey, you know what they could do? Instead of complaining that they can't play the game, they should do what everyone else who can't do that does, which is either go watch a Let's Player or shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you think I'm going to get through all of Cuphead? Fuck no.
You especially not. Brett, maybe. You know.
No. God, no. Brett might. Yeah, Brett
I want to take a crack at it.
You should. Yes, you should. Also, you should stream Maria playing Cuphead. I just want to see that reaction.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She won't get past the first fucking level. She watched it with me. She watched the vegetables with me, and she was like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Wait. Really quick, I just got to say this. And then I got to go. But the phrase "she watched the vegetables with me" brought up a very different image in my mind than her watching me play Cuphead.
She watched the vegetables.
I just imagined you two walking in some sort of comatose ward. As like that was your part of your date night, you know. Oh, you went to see a movie, you got dinner, and then you went to watch all the people who are in a coma. That's fine.
Or you just went to the grocery store and just stood in like the produce aisle and just like staring at vegetables.
With the fake, like, yeah, you're staring at the veggies where there's like the broccoli and the asparagus and the lettuce, and then all of a sudden the lights flicker and you hear on that shelf it goes, and it's supposed to mimic thunder, and then it starts misting the vegetables, and you're like, why mimic a thunderstorm? The plants don't know any different. Why are you mimicking a goddamn thunderstorm? Why did they do that?
Wait,
that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm talking about.
No,
right?
I don't. What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Go to a grocery store and stand in that produce aisle.
No.
Vegetables and shit.
I've never heard. I've seen the mist and spray on the vegetables.
Okay, maybe this is just my local Vons.
Maybe it's a California thing.
And I'm standing there, and there's like the butter lettuce and the asparagus and the fucking all the shit, the cabbage and all that shit. And then all of a sudden the lights start flickering, and I just hear, and then the mist comes down. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why? Why is this? I was at Vons, which is essentially Kroger.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it like a Whole Foods where it's like
no? This is not Whole Foods. Whole Foods just mists.
Is it
I assume they have someone like come around with a spray bottle and go, "Oh, you're such a nice."
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it like some sort of like organic, non-GMO store or some shit in California?
Here's the thing: organic actually just means covered in dirt and 5 cents cheaper.
Yeah,
that's what I've seen.
Or 5 cents more expensive because it's a marketing ploy.
I've found that organics most of the times where I shop are cheaper.
Weird.
Yeah, they can actually be cheaper.
They're also usually smaller.
Yeah.
Because they're regular. But anyway, I gotta get going. I don't know if you guys are gonna continue this.
No, we're at the end actually.
Yeah, we're good actually. So.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me on again.
Thanks for coming.
And put me in the description or something.
Links in the description. Hey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to both his channel and ours.
Like and subscribe. Right down there. I'm just pointing. I don't know. I just always point.
I don't know. Maybe I'm going to put him here. Or here.
Or here. Or here. On my nipples. On Rico's nipples. Or, you know.
Remove patience.
You know what? You are ruining my fun, Wesley.
Yeah.
You are ruining it. You are ruining it.
All the fun.
YouTube ruined it, and now you're just shoving it in my fucking face.
All the fun gone.
The links in the
description. The fun is dead. Perfect.
It's not a
perfect.
Okay.
All right.
I really do have to pee though.
Bye everyone. Bye. See you later. Bye. Wave and just rub like you're rubbing the screen.
I'm gonna get going because my bladder is very full.
All right. Cool. Bye.